it comes down to it, with BMX, with riding, especially with trail riding, it's dudes that don't have the money or the land to build the big ramps. To build a half pipe, it's gonna cost you between like $5,000 to $10,000 just to start, and that's not even a big ramp. How do you do that when you're a kid? You know, when you're a teenager and you don't have a job, you know, you don't. So you go to the woods, you take your shovel, you take your pickaxe with your friends, and you go and you start digging.
Pickaxe it out and scoop and put it in the bucket. Before you put it in the wheelbarrow, why don't you go ahead and take a lick of it, make sure it tastes good.
For real?
No, I'm just kidding. Are you stupid?
We used Dave King of Dirtsculpt to actually design the HOD contest, to build it with his team.
Eric was like, we are gonna do a dirt comp in Allentown for the movie, a real contest, and we're just gonna film it. But then like my involvement staying in the industry of BMX and just building everything and knowing people who rode competitively, I contacted a lot of people that wanted to be involved in it. So Eric was like, we need to do a contest for this movie. I'm talking to the city and I'm gonna be getting this land that we can use. It's kind of a park that's a little rundown, but it kind of will be the perfect setting for what we're trying to do. So we went down there and cleaned the place up because there was like 12-foot tall bamboo and I mean, it was, you know, left for dead. The landscape itself gave us an opportunity to build one of the first shark fins in a contest.
Not only did they produce a movie, they produced a world-class championship contest during the run of the production. So they pulled off a Herculean feat, and my hat's off to Eric and Jill, the producer and director of the movie. They did an amazing job.
And the build was a challenge. Being late in the year, it was hard to get the dirt dry. October has a really high dew point, and everything was muddy, so we had to mix concrete with the dirt. I mean, we did whatever we could to make it work. We had to make sure that this thing was gonna run. It was cool to bring a contest to, you know, one for the movie, but just for people that aren't invited to X Games or any other kind of like huge invite contest. I mean, 50-some riders that probably about 90% of them couldn't just ride in any other dirt contest that's happening in the United States right now. So the fact that we were able to offer that as well as a cool like option to be in a movie, it was definitely like a once in a lifetime kind of scenario.
Add a little water, that always does it good. Keep smoothing out how you want it. Take a look at it. Nice and buttery, just the way I like it.
How do I want the audience to feel when they see this movie and after they leave the theater? I want them to get stoked on riding. I want them to feel like they had a really great movie experience and not forget it. I think it would be awesome if guys take their kids out to the woods, you know, with a shovel and a pick and, you know, start building some dirt jumps. I would just love to see BMX thrive as a result of this movie.